Hey folks, it's JD here, and today we're looking at this little guy. This is the UDI U32. So, this is an inverted copter. So it flies upside down, its propellers obviously are pointing downwards, so therefore the lift is going to be quite extreme on this little guy. I've only ever flown one other inverted copter, and that was quite fun. This guy can fly upside down and he can fly the right way around. There are two different flight modes with this guy. There's no camera, there's no altitude hold, there is headless mode, there is return to home, and he can do stunts. He's got two battery packs as well. So let's plug him in. Again, no on button. As soon as you plug him in, you have the two white lights at the back here. They will start flashing just to let you know that that he is on. Then we can bind him to the transmitter. So simple case as usual. On, wait for the beep. One up, one down. 3 beeps will let you know that he's bound. Let's see if those LEDs change. Yes, they do. So the two LEDs here, there are also, when he's up the right way, there are also green LEDs as well. Red and green. See them change? So let's take him up. So I'm not going to put a lot of throttle in this right at the start, because the last time I did that to another inverted copter, he did an half takeoff and it took me a while to find him. So just a little bit, just to see how he's getting on. Right, gotta get used to this no altitude hold mode. The past couple of copters I've flown have all been altitude hold. So let's take him out. Whoa, this thing is a little quick little thing. So with this little guy, we're just going to pick a throttle amount and we're just going to leave it there. There we go. Look at that. This little copter is quite nice. He acts as though he has altitude hold, even though he does not. He's not very loud either. I don't know how well that's coming across on the camera. It's probably being picked up as very loud on the mic. His LEDs are really easy to see. This little guy is quite nice. He's taken a while to get used to, I gotta be honest, but it's okay. We've got the two batteries, so we're not going to be eating into a lot of our precious flight time. He is quite nice, quite spectacular, really quite easy to control. Ascends really nicely if you just give him a little bit of throttle. If you give him a lot of throttle, then he ascends really quickly. Okay, calm down, fella. It's difficult to know how much throttle to give this guy right off the bat, because you give him at least a quarter throttle and you think to yourself, yeah, that'll be fine. And then as soon as he catches a slight breeze, which today, as you can see by the trees in front of me, there isn't any, then you think, oh, it's okay, he's going to be fine on that, and then all of a sudden he drops to the ground like a stone. But he's really quite nice. Okay, let's flip him. Haha, now he's upside down. Controls are still the same. Takes a bit more throttle to keep him up. I had him on just under half throttle when I flipped him, and then as soon as he flipped, I then had to push him up to at least 3/4 throttle. Let's see if I can keep him there for a minute. So the styling of this particular quadcopter is really nice, as I'm sure you can see. Okay, let's take him out. Oh, okay, that's one thing to note. Wow, he's quick. Okay, let's bring him down. There we go. Wow, this little thing is quick. So I find that, I don't know whether it's just because I flipped him or what, but I find that when he's flying this way, he is a lot quicker. That could just be pure coincidence, it probably has no basis whatsoever, but that's just what I found. So I'm going to play with these different speed modes and see exactly what we get. So we're going to flip him round, put him back the way that he should be, and then, okay, so I had 3 beeps then, so I'm guessing this is super hyper crazy mode. Yes, I would most definitely say it is. One thing I am noticing that really stands out quite a lot as well is this guy with having 4 green LEDs. Really does make it a bit of a nightmare if you can't see the white LEDs on the back to try and figure out where he is, which direction he's pointing. Okay, so let's just keep on feathering that throttle a little bit. Let's take him out, bring him round. He climbs so quickly. I'm really not getting used to that as quick as I thought I would. Alright, that's one thing I'm noticing as well, is when you have him on low mode, as soon as if he drops too quickly, at no point can you start those motors and get enough lift to power against that. He will just keep on dropping, and he will drop quick. I mean, look at that though. He's not even got any altitude hold at all, and yet he's really acted as if he does. He really is quite nice. Okay, let's flip him. Hey! Oh, bit more throttle. I forgot that. My own words. I forgot. So, oh, I think that's the battery. I would say that's the battery. Okay, no bother. Let's change the battery. Right, so the changing of the battery is a simple operation. Obviously, unplug. You've got this little fin at the back, and you've got this little button at the front. In the unboxing video, you couldn't see the button very well at all when I watched the footage back. So push that button up and pull. And then the whole battery unit just slides out. Look at that. Lovely. Completely encased. And you've got these 3 holes which line up with these little things on the battery. So put the back 2 in first, and then push in until it clicks, or until the plastic bends and it gets stuck. There we go. So it's clicked. There we are. Click. Definite click there. Perfect. So then once again, let's just plug him in. Lights are on again, the 2 white lights at the back, just letting us know he's not bound. Oh, he's coming undone. There we go, that's fine. So we're going to go through the whole binding operation again, as you would have disconnected when we turned off the battery. Now that we've bound, you heard the 3 beeps, and if you look down, the green LEDs are now active. So now it should just be a simple case of us taking him back up. Okay, one observation, which is quite a large one. That button there, the 3D flip button, that button is very badly placed. My fingers keep on hitting it all the time. So, which is pretty cool, because you know, if you do hit it and if you do mean to flip, then you'll get some pretty cool flips out of it. But if you don't mean to flip, then it can be a little bit annoying when you are trying to fly and you try to take off and you try to fly in a straight line, and then all of a sudden he decides to flip. Okay, let's flip him. Haha. I do like that in a copter. I do like that. It's a total gimmicky thing, but I really like the idea that I can just flip him, and then he's upside down, and then I can flip again, and he's the right way around. As I said, when you flip him forward, you've got to then adjust the throttle to give him a bit more lift. But when you flip him back, you don't. Quite, again, same as I found with the other inverted copter, it's quite difficult because of the positioning of the propellers. It takes quite a few little goes just to get used to how much power this guy needs, how much power this guy has got. So one thing you will notice is when you flip him, he won't corner as well this way as he does that way. I find him to be a little bit slow, even on medium and even on high mode. He's still a little bit slow with the cornering. Okay, I think the batteries are going a bit in this one as well. I think he doesn't seem as responsive. I mean, it's nice to have a copter with FPV, with a camera, with altitude hold and all that, but sometimes it's just nice to go back to a quadcopter that is just a basic quadcopter, and it is really quite refreshing. Nothing to bind to, no inexplicable bind errors, it just works. It's just out of the box fun. Charge the battery, plug the battery in, and away to go. And this again has captured, I think, a lot of the basic fun of quadcopters, of flying them, of piloting them. Okay, let's land him. A sort of landing. Okay, let's see if we've got enough battery then to take him back up. Oh, he's landed the opposite way. Okay, let's turn him round. White propellers front, black propellers back. The white doesn't stand out. I mean, we've seen a lot of quadcopters with great big luminous green propellers. Oh, nope, that's him gone. Was that just a fluke? Yeah, totally dead. Okay, let's go for a verdict. Okay, this guy is a lot of fun. Same as we saw with the other inverted copter, or inverted propellers rather. As soon as you take off, they fly straight up, so you've got to give it a bit of a feather on the throttle. Don't blast all the power or you lose him. This is quite a light quadcopter. Flying was just a dream, really quite nice. Now, unknown to myself, when I first found this was already on medium mode. It's probably a default setting. If you wanted to go to the lower end mode, you'd have to push down the left throttle stick twice in order for you to get that low power. If you push it 3 times and leave it, that is super high heavy mode or super fast mode, and this really does fly really quick. 2 batteries, double the flight time, very good. This I found worked really quite well, the whole battery thing that just clips in. I did on the second battery though, I had a bit of trouble with the battery keeping on falling out, so I had to really click him and then push the plastic in just in order to make sure that he stays in. 3D flips, brilliant. Taking off a little bit dicey to begin with, but once you learn exactly how much throttle this guy needs, you should be fine. It is noticeable that this guy, I think, would be a lot better with altitude hold. No matter how much throttle you went to give him, as soon as he was in a dive, he would just fall. But overall, really fun. This guy takes us right back to the basics of quadcopter. Piloting, flying, no FPV, no altitude hold, just a basic copter, and it is really fun at that. So there we are, absolutely fantastic, really good fun, and the copter looks to be intact, absolutely. So there we are folks, thanks ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD, you've been fantastic as always. Hello to all the new subscribers, and thanks ever so much for subscribing and supporting me, and I hope you're enjoying this channel. So until next time my friends, happy flying.